Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Huda Nura. I'm a presenter from Warta 1 News, your trusted and reliable information source. And today we are going to talk about the recent condition in Indonesia, especially in Yogyakarta, about how is the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic and how it affects the other aspects such as in the education fields. So we will invite a speaker from the other universities from outside Ahmad Dahlan University, and we are going to talk and discuss about the study or learning during this pandemic. As we know that as time goes by, worker, student, and most people have to stay in home to reduce the spreadness of the COVID-19 pandemic. We know that it is hard to do or hard to apply it, but we have to be able to adapt with this new or the recent condition, since the COVID-19 pandemic is not as much in Jakarta, but it doesn't mean that Yogyakarta is a safe place from the COVID-19. There are 19,209 cases in Yogyakarta, and 430 people are died from the COVID-19 pandemic. Some of universities in Yogyakarta already open and help the conventional learning system, but they limit the number of the students and the lecturer, and they also apply the health protocol, so it will prevent and reduce the spreadness of the COVID-19. But how about the students that study in other cities, not in Yogyakarta, and how about their study? Well, we will have an interview with the student from the other cities from Yogyakarta, and she is learning in University of Indonesia or UI, and we will take a look about her journey and her story about the learning system and her experience during this pandemic. So just stay tuned in the Warta 1 News. We know that in Yogyakarta there are several cases of COVID-19, and although the President Jokowi said that Yogyakarta is a successful province that handle the COVID-19, but nowadays Yogyakarta also included as the red zone of the COVID-19 spread. So it is surprisingly a sad news for us that even we can suppress the spreadness of the COVID-19, but in fact we cannot handle the spread of the COVID-19. So it is our responsible to keep the COVID-19 cases in Yogyakarta reduced or less. So we know that Yogyakarta contains that many tourism or destination places, but it doesn't mean that we can go holiday in this pandemic era, because it is not safe since the COVID-19 is still exists, and we know that it is not easy to cure the COVID-19, but we know we can help the government and the health workers to reduce the COVID-19 pandemic until the COVID-19 pandemic is over. There are 295 new cases in Yogyakarta, and now total is 17,228 cases and 466 people died due to COVID-19.
Selamat sore Kak Amira.
Sore.
Sebelum kita tanya-tanya lebih lanjut, coba perkenalkan diri dahulu.
Oke, nama aku Amira Zara Yasmin. Aku kuliah di Universitas Indonesia. Tinggalku sekarang di Yogyakarta.
Bagaimana sistem perkuliahan di Universitas Indonesia?
Sistemnya setelah dari
Ujian akhir semester kakak.
ujian akhir semesternya berjalan lancar. Ada yang real time online dan ada yang pemberian tugas individu dan tugas kelompok.
Mengikuti kegiatan perkuliahan di kelas, adakah kegiatan lain yang kakak ikuti hingga saat ini?
Selain kuliah, aku mengikuti beberapa kegiatan. Ada kegiatan organisasi, ada 2 di MPM dan himpunan mahasiswa jurusan. Selain itu, aku juga ikut beberapa kepanitiaan di beberapa acara kampus.
Nah, pelaksanaan kegiatan-kegiatan tersebut, apakah ada perbedaan antara sebelum pandemi maupun sesudah pandemi ini?
Jelas ada perbedaannya. Sebelum pandemi, kebanyakan kegiatannya dilakukan secara offline. Kalau setelah pandemi, semuanya kegiatannya berjalan secara online. Misalnya seperti rapat rutin, seperti kegiatan-kegiatan team building, semuanya berjalan secara online melalui Zoom atau Microsoft Teams atau Google Meet.
Bagaimana cara Kak Amira dalam mengatur dan membagi waktu di kala kesibukan dan rutinitas sehari-hari?
Aku mengatur waktunya dengan cara membuat timeline. Misalnya di pagi hari ketika aku kuliah, siangnya setelah selesai aku akan mengerjakan usaha aku, kemudian malamnya akan mengerjakan tugas. Sementara itu, kalau hari libur, aku akan mengerjakan usaha aku pagi hari, kemudian di siang hari aku akan mengerjakan tugas, dan di sore hari kalau ada webinar aku akan mengikutinya, dan di malam hari aku juga akan mengerjakan tugas.
Although this routinity looks fun, but it has some cons that we don't have spare time to relax or take a rest, but it is efficient and we can use our time effectively and we can do anything properly without wasting our spare time. Webinar also give us valuable experience that we can find it.
Kak Amira mempunyai pesan-pesan untuk kita atau teman-teman mahasiswa agar tetap bisa produktif meskipun di kala pandemi seperti saat ini?
Kalau saran dari aku sih, selagi masih ada kesempatan atau waktu, kamu bisa manfaatkan waktu atau kesempatan itu dengan sebaik-baiknya, dengan bisa mengembangkan skill dan kemampuan kamu dengan cara mengikuti organisasi, kepanitiaan, atau sesuka kalian dengan cara yang baik. Bisa mengembangkan bisnis kamu, memperdalam ilmu bisnis, atau bisa mengikuti webinar-webinar yang bisa bermanfaat untuk kedepannya. Itu.
Baik Kak, terima kasih atas informasinya. Semoga teman-teman semua di rumah bisa mengambil pesan dan kesan dari wawancara singkat kali ini. Terima kasih Kak Amira atas waktunya.
Sama-sama.
Well, that's interesting explanations from our friend Amira Zahra Yasmin. We hope that this small conversation or small discussions will give you many spirits and many inspirations so we can survive and overcome this pandemic until the pandemic is over. We also hope and we pray that may Allah will ease our task, our daily business, and we can stay healthy and live our life without worry and without problems. And thank you for watching the videos. If you have any ideas, comment, let us know by post it in the comment section below. And we are Warta 1 News, your trusted and reliable news source. Cheerio.